Thank you all for coming out this evening, meeting with me again. Thank you, viewers, for watching this video to learn a little bit more about my campaign. My name is Jason Frodge, and I am running for State Representative in District 155. Another question that is brought up, and actually it's about every other time I speak with somebody, they ask me about it, and that is campaign finance. I think it's a very good question, and I really appreciate the opportunity that you all have given me to give you the truth behind it. When I entered this race, all I wanted to do was run to return government to its proper role, and that is protect life, liberty, and property. I see in Jefferson City and in Washington, D.C. where money has corrupted the political process. It's corrupted government at its very core. When you do have large amounts of money that pour in to Jefferson City, that pour into Washington, D.C., you will find large amounts of corruption. I do not have any special interests financing my campaign. I do not have any industry groups financing my campaign. Nor do I have any lobbyists contributing to my campaign, or politicians even. There have been 16 politicians that have contributed to my opponent in opposition to me. There have been 19 industry groups, 10 special interests and lobbyists who have contributed in opposition to me. I have received one contribution from an organization. The others have been individual, family, and friends of mine who really support me in what I believe in, as does the one organization, which is the Missouri Club for Growth. There have been a number of falsehoods spoken about who they are, what their agenda is. If you don't know about them, go to their website. Go to the National Club for Growth. See what their tax philosophy is. They believe, as I do, that taxation should fund legitimate functions of government, that we need a return to limited government. We need a return to the proper role of government that respects property rights. That is what the Club for Growth stands for. It's the only reason why I accepted their endorsement and their support. On the other hand, over 40 special interests, lobbyists, industry groups, and politicians have lined up against me. Big education lobby, the beverage lobby, the realtor lobby. There's so many that's very difficult to remember them all. But they all have one thing in common. They don't want limited government. They don't want limited government. They want the influence that money buys. That's why none of them have contributed to my campaign. The one organization that has believes, as I do, government should be limited in its scope. Government should be limited in its size. Remember this one thing, that whatever government gives to one, they must first take from another. Government has no resources of its own. Its resources belong to the people. And at this point, we have politicians that truly are serving and up for the highest bidder. I am not. As I said, I've taken no special interest money. The interest that Missouri Club for Growth has is to the benefit of all Missourians, and that is a return to limited government, a return to proper government. And that is my assurance to you. With regards to lobbyists, I have no problem with individuals or groups petitioning their government with their grievances. When the government has overstepped their bounds, by all means, you must go and speak to your government. But see, what gets lost in all this is people believe that there's lobbyists up in Jefferson City doing them a favor. No, they're doing the favor of whoever pays them the most. And they contribute to the politician who will do favors for their industry or for the corporation who they represent. The people's lobbyist is the state representative. That is what has been lost in this whole process. That is why people have a disinterest and skepticism with politicians per se. We must get money out of Jefferson City, because when you take the money out, you take out the power. When you take out the money, politicians will finally once again become servants of the people, where they don't feel like they have to do favors for one another. I'll vote for your bill if you'll vote for my bill. That's not proper government. Proper government is adhering to the Constitution, protecting life, liberty, and property. Again, August 5th, I would ask for your vote. I would ask that you would take a stand and place a vote for liberty, that you would place a vote to return to the proper role of government in our lives. No more special interest. No industry groups dictating legislation. Instead, we need organizations, we need statesmen, elected officials who are willing to stand against the power, the corrupt power that money buys, and stand with the people. Thank you very much. God bless.